Hello everyone, my name is Neeraj and I'm the part of Kepro open source platform working as a cloud infrastructure lead. Today I'm going to discuss about introduction of AWS storage. So in this video we'll discuss about AWS storage service and overview of each available storage service. So in this video the target is we have to go through what are the storage service AWS provide and what are the overview of each storage service. So let's start. Storage service the AWS provide is simple storage service, elastic block storage, elastic file system, Amazon Glacier, Amazon Storage Gateway and Amazon FX. So what is S3 simple storage service? So the S3 is a kind of, you can say, object storage, serverless storage. So we'll go one by one. So it's an object storage service that offer industry leading scalability, data availability, security and performance. So you can store your object and you don't have to do any kind of provisioning. This means you need to store and protect any amount of data for any range of use case, such as website, mobile application, backup and restore, archive, enterprise application, IoT device and a big data analytics. This means that if you have any set of data, like from the website, any log is getting generated and you want to push your log to any storage, you have a mobile application and if you want to push that logs to any storage, if you have any backup you want to ship to any storage, you have an archive you need to store, you have enterprise application data files are generating and then you want to push to any storage, you have IoT device that generating sensor data and whatever logs are getting generated you want to ship to any storage, and for the big data analytics if you want to dump your data you can use this S3 storage. This Amazon S3 is designed for you can say 99.999 is 11 times 9, so total is 11 times 9, that is also called 11 line of durability. So that is the overview of simple storage service. So the next service is elastic block storage. So the elastic block storage is a kind of volume storage, okay, and it provides a highly available, consistent, low latency block storage for Amazon EC2. It helps you to tune application with the right storage capacity, performance and the cost. And EBS is, that is elastic block storage, is designed for a workload that required persistent storage accessibility by a single EC2 instance. Means that suppose tomorrow you have to launch a virtual machine, so you will use an EC2 instance. Sorry. So in EC2 instance you need an storage, so you have to choose the elastic block storage and add it. So the unique use case that include RDBMS and NoSQL databases, big data analytics engine like Hadoop and SDFS ecosystem, and Amazon EMR Elastic MapReduce, stream and the log processing application like Kafka and Splunk, and data warehousing application like Vertica and Teradata. That means that suppose you have to launch an RDBMS in a virtual machine. So which storage you can choose, because RDBMS the binary need to install. If you have a NoSQL database that need to install, so you need a block storage. Suppose you have to launch a virtual machine for your big data analytics or for run your Hadoop SDFS, so you have to launch a virtual machine, and which storage you can choose? You can choose elastic block storage. Why I cannot choose the previous one, the S3? That is because that was an object storage, and here the EBS, it required any server to attach. If server is not attached you can't access the data. So it is not a serverless storage. Any server is required to access this data stored in elastic block storage, and you can install binary also. So that is the use case of this EBS. Now the another file system is elastic file system, and that provide a simple scalable file storage for use with Amazon EC2 instance in a cloud. It delivers a file system interface with a standard file system access semantic for Amazon EC2 instance. Like launching a virtual machine, you can select a file system and that would be an elastic file system, very similar to our on-premises file system. And EFS has a grow and sync capacity automatically and provide high throughput with a consistently low latency. So that is the use case of elastic file system. So if it has to grow, it will grow as per the data move and it will sync also. Amazon Glacier. So the Amazon Glacier has is a storage that you can use it in a two-way. Once we'll go in a detail in S3, simple storage service, there is called a storage class. So using the storage class, you can use Amazon Glacier or you can use Amazon Glacier as a storage service itself. So Amazon Glacier can be used in two ways, either as a storage service or in a storage class in S3. So let's see. It's a secure, yes, durable and extremely low cost storage service for data archiving and long-term backup. So Amazon Glacier, the Glacier term means like freezing things. So it's extremely low cost storage service for data archiving. You can push your archive data that you doesn't need on daily basis, but retrieval also takes time. That's the reason you have to think before putting any data into the Glacier. It's designed for 11.9 of durability and provide comprehensive security and compliance capability. So if you have any data compliance issue, it provide all the compliance things. Amazon Glacier provide query in place functionality, allow you to run powerful analytics directly on your archive data at rest. Yes, this you can do only with your API call, or if you have loaded your data directly in Amazon Glacier as an S3 as an storage. If you are using as a class, then you have to restore the data to some other storage class and then you can do the analysis. Now Amazon Storage Gateway. So the Amazon Storage Gateway is a software appliance that seamlessly link your on-premises environment to Amazon cloud storage. It offers local storage with high optimized connectivity to AWS cloud storage and help with migration and storage sharing use case. This means that suppose you have an on-premises application running, you have a data stored in on-premises. You want such a kind of environment, like whatever the data is stored in on-premises, a copy should be also stored in the cloud. So tomorrow there is two way. Either if you're working in you are putting your application in a cloud, you can use this. So the software appliance will, what it will do, it will copy all the data which will present in a on-premises to the cloud, and then you can use two way. Either for the restoration purpose, you can use that data stored in the cloud. If something got crashed on premises, you can recover the data from the cloud, or you can use for the migration purpose also. Now what is Amazon FX? So this is the new service and that got launched in reInvent 2018. So Amazon FX provide a fully managed third-party file system. You can launch highly durable and available window file system that can be accessed from up to thousands of compute instance using the industry standard SMB protocol. That SMB means Server Message Block Protocol. Amazon FX eliminate the typical administrative work. You pay only for the resources used with no upfront cost, minimum commitment or additional fee. So what is the use? Till now, whatever the service we have seen, either an S3, elastic block storage, elastic file system or gateway, all this doesn't have any kind of sharing nature. S3 is a sharing, but S3 is not a storage that you can attach to a server. Okay, so this is the new service where what you have to do is you can go to that Amazon FX, you click on that, you can provision, you have to provision here how much space required, and then you can create a file system, and then you can attach the file system with all the virtual machine, and from each virtual machine you will able to see the file system. So it is very similar to the people who belong to infrastructure background, the NFS file system. Like you can mount to sharing mounting, you can say. You can mount to many server, and if you are putting the data from one server, you can able to see from other server. So that kind of service that Amazon FX provide, and it is reinvented in 2018. So what is the takeaway from this session? You can use AWS cloud storage. They are very scalable and reliable. S3 is an object storage and also serverless storage. Elastic block storage and elastic file system will be used with EC2 instance. Glacier is a low-cost archival storage which can be used as an individual service or with S3 storage class. A storage gateway can be used in hybrid architecture where storage can be on cloud. And Amazon FX is a third-party file system that can be created and mounted to many EC2 instance or virtual machines. So see, from here I just want to make one point. Like S3 will go in a detail. Elastic block storage and elastic file system will discuss in detail when we go with an EC2 instance. So it will be very easy for you guys to understand, and we'll also compare it the use case. The Glacier will capture in S3 as a storage class, and I will come with a separate video about Amazon Glacier as a storage service. I will come with one video with the storage gateway. I will show at least how the architecture of and where this storage gateway plans can be installed. And I will come with one more video for Amazon FX. I will show you that how we can provision a third-party file system and we can attach to many EC2 instance, and what are the limitation or what are the condition required for the virtual machine to get attached to this third-party file system. Okay. So next topic we are going to discuss about what is S3 feature, what is the S3 bucket, use of S3 storage, and creation of S3 bucket in the lab. Thank you. Let's keep learning. You can send us your feedback to the feedback@kepro.co.in. And if you want to learn other technology of blockchain, cloud, data science, ETL, Datalake, DevOps, big data testing, and cloud testing, please follow us on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Thanks again, and let's keep learning.